Welcome everyone. We are so glad that you are here. Thank you for joining us for the 2021 Community Kickoff for the Komen, Miami, Fort Lauderdale More Than Pink Walk. We're going to get started here in just a couple of moments. So please come in, get settled. We are so happy to have you with us. And please be sure to enter any questions that you have in the chat box. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the 2021 Komen, Miami, Fort Lauderdale More Than Pink Walk Community Kickoff. We are getting started with a welcome video. Please sit back and relax and put any questions or comments in the chat box. And again, thank you so much for being here.
Okay, you recording?
Yes.
I walk for my wife.
For all of my patients.
I walk for my mom.
I walk for myself.
I walk so no other families have to go through what my family went through.
What if we all did a little bit more?
If we could raise one more dollar.
Take one more step.
Share one more story.
Imagine the impact we could make
towards ending breast cancer.
That's the power of one.
The power of one starts with you.
Power of one more action.
The power every one of us has.
When we come together
as one community.
That's the difference.
And getting closer to a world without
breast cancer.
The day before my double mastectomy, we participated in our first Komen walk. This will be my 9th walk.
I have been walking for 21 years.
I've walked 21 years.
So no matter how you make your impact,
Let's make this year
count.
It's about every one of us.
Understanding the impact that we can
when
have.
When we go $1.
One story.
And step further.
Join us and witness the power of one.
Thank you so much. Again, welcome. We are so glad you're here. My name is Courtney Beck, and I am a program manager for the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk. And I have had the privilege of working with the Susan G. Komen Florida staff here for quite a while. I just want to introduce Sean Gross, our State Executive Director, Tia Isoff Celestin, Development Director, and then Erica Henschel, our Development Manager for our Florida team. Thank you so much for being here, and we are going to go ahead and get started.
Thanks, Courtney, and hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for the kickoff. We're so excited to have you here to kick off the 2021 Miami Fort Lauderdale More Than Pink Walk. And we're so excited for everybody to get together on October 16th. And it is our plan to have everybody have an in-person component at Bayfront Park. Miami Fort Lauderdale community was chosen as one of 19 events across the country to be part of a pilot to get Komen's events back in person. I also want to share, we're watching COVID-19 every day and transmission rates in our community. We will share any updates as we go, and also want to highlight that we have a great virtual digital component, even more enhanced and energized than we had last year, to share with you for anybody that's not comfortable getting together in person. So we'll share a lot more about that today, but I'm so excited first to introduce a very special person, someone who's been part of the Komen family for over 25 years and is an incredible volunteer, advocate, and I'm so excited that she's part of our Komen Leadership Council for the state of Florida because I get to work with her often. And I'd love to introduce you to Kim Hurd to share a few words to get us started.
Hi, I have so much to be grateful for And there's so many things that I love about Susan G. Komen. Sometimes I even joke that I bleed Komen pink, and that is a joke. So there's a motto I live by. It's a quote, and it says, "I devote my life in service to humanity." I was diagnosed in July of 1995 with ductal carcinoma in situ, mouthful, stage 2. And I was 38 years old. I'd been widowed for 13 years, so I was a single mother to my daughter. And I just opened my first hair salon. After quitting my job, I let Cobra go. And you know how expensive that can be. And so I was uninsured. When I was diagnosed, there was a fight every step of the way. It was not easy. There were so many barriers. I was told I went so many places being denied a mammogram. I was being told that I was too young. I did not have a family history that I knew of because I'm Bahamian descent. And a lot of you know from different cultures that there are just things you don't talk about. And with my culture, cancer was one of those. And I had a pain. My pain would not go away, but I kept getting quote fingers with clinicians telling me that textbook says pain is not an indicator of breast cancer. And if you knew how many women, survivors that I've met, who for them pain was their indicator, it was scary. And but I'm not a person that will take no for an answer when I strongly or am passionate about something or strongly believe in it. So through my journey, and it was hard, tears come to my eyes, it was really hard. I never thought breast cancer would kill me, but I did think chemo would. And I'm happy to say I got my radiation as part of a clinical trial at one of our sponsors' locations, and that would be Sylvester Cancer Center. So they are near and dear to my heart, and I'm living proof that clinical trials do work. And I have several friends, one who was the poster, the face for Komen clinical trials, and she was almost out of here. And I promise you, she had another good 10 or 12 years. And every year when we would go for the leadership trainings, she'd be featured and her story just developed as time went along. So I've just seen it, and she was one of among several. I've seen what clinical trials can do, and Komen is bar none in that area. Um, I was searching for my purpose at that time, and I had not become as self-aware as I wanted to be. And then I had my aha moment, and it was right around the time I was introduced to Komen in 1996, and I was Komenized. And so there, my journey began. During my tenure, I served 3 years, 3 terms as governance chair, 2 terms as volunteer chair, 2 terms as board president. The last term ending last year in 2020, community profile chair, and I chaired an initiative on clinical trials. I knew I wanted to be an advocate in the most meaningful way for others so that they wouldn't have to encounter the same barriers I did. Susan G. Komen afforded me that opportunity and so much more. Addressing racial disparities in healthcare, in 1995, 96, Susan G. Komen was already doing that. And of course, after what I had been through, that was a definite draw. I was able to sharpen my skills in advocacy. I had the opportunity to lobby in Washington, D.C., Tallahassee, Florida, and downtown at the city, at the water, the city of Miami, for several things. The Early Act, which thanks to Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who's also a sister survivor, she helped to get that bill passed. And the part that resonated with me was that no woman, regardless of age, could be denied a mammogram. And remember, I was denied several times before I finally got one, and nobody would even take my money for me to get it. Oral chemotherapy. One of my friends, again, she's not with us anymore, but when we were lobbying down at City Hall and we got a lot of volunteers to come out in pink, City Hall was amazingly pink. And it helped to get the bill passed. And I don't know if you've ever been to a hearing session, but the people on the dais, your legislators, can be kind of rude, chit-chatting and texting. And when Lisa got up there before them with her bag with 3 bottles of chemo meds in it, one bottle was $8,000 a month. We won't even add up the other ones. They listened, and there was a survivor at the time who was sitting on that dais. She has since passed on. She was a breast cancer survivor, and we were able to get it so insurance companies do cover oral chemo. And I participated in a study recognizing cultural mores related to breast cancer. I participated in a study recognizing that pain can be an indicator for breast cancer. So now, the last several years, on the back of shower cards, it says, if you have a pain that won't go away. And it's those milestones that make you celebrate, because I'm always advocating for the underserved community. And if that'll remove that one more barrier, it's all worth the fight. I also worked in breast health literacy, empowering women to be their own best and breast advocate through breast health education and awareness. One of the ways we did that, I created an initiative called Worship in Pink, and it was faith-based. And what we did was go to churches either on Saturday, mostly on Sunday mornings, partnering with the local mama vans. And while they would be screening the women on the bus, on the van, I'd be doing the breast health literacy part. And if I told you how many women in their 50s had never had a baseline mammogram. So again, achievement, goals, reaching goals, helping one woman at a time. So last but not least, fundraising. And it's in my pink blood. No, it's not a deterrent for me. It just means that you don't understand how passionate I am about this. There are a lot of Komen family accomplishments. Again, it's one woman at a time. And we won't stop until every story is a survivor story. I am filled with gratitude and appreciation for every moment of my journey. I want to say a heartfelt thanks to our hardworking Komen, Florida team, the tenacity, the diligence. They have worked very hard for you to see what you see today, and there's so much more to come. So please hang in there with us. And I thank them for this opportunity to share my story with you. So next up, drum roll please, I'd like to introduce to you a beautiful lady who's inspired me, supported me. She was my past board member with Komen, Miami Fort Lauderdale, as was Don Piper. And when she came in, she hit the ground running. She was Team Komen all the way. But not only was she Team Komen all the way, she is a community advocate with other organizations, constantly in the trenches, trying to make other folks' lives better, make change, affect change. And last but certainly not least, she's the author of several books. Ladies and gentlemen, Tamara Rodriguez.
Thank you so much, Kim. I see that it says Courtney Dorado, but it's Tamara Rodriguez, everyone. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened, but thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate that. It's been such a pleasure to be a part of the Susan G. Komen family for so many years. Ironically, I was involved with Susan G. Komen way before I became a cancer survivor. I think it was a blessing in disguise because I knew what it meant to be a part of the Susan G. Komen family. So when I was diagnosed, it was, for me, a natural reflex to go to my sisters at Susan G. Komen and be a part of the board and also come with a different perspective, the perspective of a patient. So my journey, my cancer journey started 7 years ago. I was 35 years old, and I had my hand just like this, just like that, as you see, and I felt a lump. And I just discarded the lump because for me, I was healthy, lived a very healthy life. It did not smoke, didn't drink alcohol, exercise frequently. So for me, cancer was the furthest thing away from my mind. A few months passed by, and the lump or bump, well, I called it a bump at the time, was still there. I talked to my mom about it, and she said, I think you should go get a mammogram. I went to my doctor and asked for a mammogram, and he said, nope, you're too young. The insurance company is not going to cover it, and so I'm not getting a prescription. I persisted, partly because I didn't want my mom to be on the case, right? So because in my mind, it was nothing. I went to the doctor and said, you know what, doc, I think I have a prescription. He said, okay, but if I give it to you, insurance won't cover it. I said, that's okay. I'm gonna be okay. So I went and got the mammogram. They called me for another mammogram. I think it was an advanced mammogram. Then they
Hi, everyone. Looks like we lost Tamara, so we'll keep things moving right along. My name is Tia Celestin. I am your development director for the state of Florida. We can't thank you enough for just taking some time out of your evening to be here with us. Now, of course, since I'm here, this is the exciting part of the night, is we have some amazing prizes for our attendees tonight. So I want to talk to you about a Facebook challenge that is going on. This is separate from the bigger challenge that started this morning, our Komen 1 challenge. This is separate. This is just for the attendees of the kickoff tonight. So, are you guys ready? I don't see anything in the chat. Are you guys ready? All right, so here's how to win one of 7 prizes that we are donating tonight. Everyone on the call, we are asking that you connect your Facebook fundraiser now. So between now and the end of the kickoff, if you connect your Facebook fundraiser, register for the kickoff, who at the end of the kickoff, the individuals with the highest number of donors and the most dollars raised will win one of 7 amazing prizes. Now, here's the thing. Because we have a 1-day challenge today with Susan G. Komen, you possibly could be the winners of both. So there is no, you win this one and you're not eligible for the other one, you can win both. So again, the rules are register for the walk, connect your Facebook fundraiser, and whoever has the highest number of donors and the most dollars raised by the end of this kickoff will qualify to win one of 7 prizes today. All right, everyone got it? All right, so moving on to it is exciting. Here's some instructions on how to connect your Facebook fundraiser. I'm gonna be honest with you, I had to follow these instructions myself because I had no clue what I was doing. But it's pretty simple. Step 1, log into your fundraising center on your Facebook page, scroll down to the first message, click Connect Fundraiser to Facebook button, and that's it. So it's pretty simple. Now, tomorrow, we will be able to verify who actually connected and who raised the most, but For the challenge, for the contest today, it's based on, we're going by the honor system. At the end, we will ask we will ask who collected the most funds and who received the most donations and from whom. But we will be able to confirm and verify that information in the morning. And to register, if you take your phone out, if you're not using your phone to log onto this kickoff, open your camera, put it over the QR code. It will take you directly to your app store or your, I forgot what it's called for Android, but your app store to download to register. Take you immediately to our website. And the website is komen.org/Miami Walk. And just to review the agenda for today, we will talk about Komen. Obviously, we do want to share with folks that are on the call that are new to Susan G. Komen or just new to the experience overall about what breast health means, right? Also more about the More Than Pink Walk. I know for some it's a new name, but More Than Pink Walk, we will talk more about that. Goal setting, which is always exciting. Fundraising 101 and fundraising recognition. Teams challenge. Corporate teams. I know we have some amazing corporate partners on the phone in the kickoff today. Power of 1 week. And there will be an opportunity for everyone that's in attendance to access for a Q&A session. And at the end of the kickoff, we will announce the Facebook challenge winners and closing remarks as well. Now, our mission. Our mission is very simple at Susan G. Komen. It is to save lives by meeting the most critical needs in our communities and investing in breakthrough research to prevent and cure breast cancer. Our impact. Our impact since its founding in 1982, Komen has funded more than $1.1 billion in research and provided more than $1.6 billion in funding to screening, education, treatment, psychosocial support programs serving millions of people in more than 30 countries worldwide. And you heard a little bit of that from Kim earlier when she mentioned when she was first diagnosed, how it was a Komen funded research that was able to offer her the care that she needed at the time. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you an amazing volunteer who will share more about her story and why Susan G. Komen matters so much. Dr. Dawn Piper.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to represent Susan G. Komen and to talk to you about my journey. So I usually say Susan G. Komen is living the dash. The dash is from the time that you were born to the time that you die. And all the people that I've met throughout my journey as a volunteer with Susan G. Komen, I've lived the dash with them, which is the year from 2007 until current. So a little bit about why I do what I do. I have advocated for the man with breast cancer, the woman with breast cancer, the sisters and brothers in pink for all these years, mainly because I connected with the disease. I do not have it, but I have had friends and nephews and nieces, cousins that were victims of breast cancer even before we knew that men could get breast cancer. And so I have taken a lot of years and devoted it to finding that cure, because I look at the younger generation and I see that these kids, they can be breast cancer victims at any age. They're so young, but the promise of finding that cure one day is something that I live with every day. I have registered hundreds of donors, hundreds of survivors, hundreds of just participants, because I truly believe that there is a cure and we will find it together. I've taken my students from 2007 until 2021, and I've taken them to all the races. We've volunteered for everything that Susan G. Komen has ever requested or had needs for at the time that we were volunteering. So we have done the pink tutu, and what we did was when Susan G. Komen came up with that idea, we enlisted all our veterans, everybody from the service, and they wore the pink tutu. So they were the first men, and I thought it was such a cute idea to get them the pink tutus and have them represent the breast cancer affiliation. And so, you know, I have become very close friends with all the board members. You know, I really respect, and I'm alongside them every step of the way, mainly because they live the dream. It is the real cause that brings us all together, believing in each other, you know, sharing the stories of the survivors and the co-survivors, because, you know, it proves that we're not alone in this fight. It proves that we do have a challenge ahead of us, but we've come such a long way. So we did the memory garden, we did the tutu, we actually did the pink tie guy. I enlisted all the male teachers that I had to buy a tie, and all the females to buy a tie for their husband. And we did a breast cancer month in every school that I've ever worked in from 2017 to now. And right now I'm at a school where we have the 95% athletes, and they're willing to go down to Bayfront Park and volunteer and man the lines, assist with ice, do whatever needs to be done so that we can, you know, have a great event, have a successful event, meet more people, bring more awareness to breast cancer. There is no event that someone has invited me to that I say, no, I'm too busy. I always go. You know, I've gone to churches, I've gone to different sponsors, different types of events, just to even talk on behalf of breast cancer and collect a check to be deposited so that we can fund research, fund people who need our assistance in getting to the doctor, in getting to an appointment, and actually going to that appointment with a doctor and sitting there with them. And, you know, I believe that it is really, really important that we all roll up our sleeves and do what we can, because without your help, we cannot do it all alone. Okay, so I've worked closely with a lot of sponsors, and I plan on recruiting them. I have worked with Walgreens, Bank of America, Sylvester, Ford, you know, Miami Cancer Research, Ryder. I did even reach out to a very close friend of mine, Susan Libby, and she said, yeah, she's getting them back on track. So when we were told that we were going to actually become virtual last year, I still recruited them, and we created videos and posted them for the entire day that the walk was supposed to be on. And I had relatives from Trinidad, relatives from Toronto, relatives from England, relatives from Atlanta. They were all so enthusiastic about lending their support to breast cancer. And you know what? I want to encourage everyone who's on our call today, everyone who has a friend that does not know about breast cancer, to reach out and educate them and let them know that the cause is there. It's dear to our heart. We can do something about it, you know, and together we're going to find that cure, right? So why we do what we do. So number one, a national health epidemic. Despite the tremendous progress, over the 12% of the population will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime, which is over 270,000 people in the US are diagnosed with breast cancer annually. So a new case is diagnosed every 2 minutes. It used to be every 8 minutes. Now it's every 2 minutes. So magnified, number 2, breast cancer late stage diagnosis rates are 6% higher. And the breast cancer related mortality rates are 8% higher when compared to the rest of the US population. So for African American women, those statistics are far worse. Breast cancer late stage diagnosis rates are 30% higher, and with breast cancer related death rates of 45% higher. So get involved and lend your support to the research, the care, the community, and the action, which are our 4 pillars. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Piper, and thank you for your leadership. We're so grateful you're here with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, who's ready for a special announcement? All right, so I wanted to, hopefully you've seen the emails and social media posts that we've had in our Facebook group. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, another plug to join us on Facebook so you can see all the prizes we're about to talk about. So we have the Difference One Day Makes Challenge happening nationwide with walks and races across the country. And it's a fundraising challenge. We're trying to raise $250,000 today. And so that's everybody across the country working together to get to that big number nationwide. But we have some prizes here in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and across the country that we're going to share right here on the screen. So the top 3 individuals who have the most number of donors, so the most people donating to their page today, will get some of these limited edition Rhapsody Susan G. Komen headphones. And then also the, sorry, I have to read here because there's so many prizes for the national one, and the top 3 participants nationwide are going to get this prize pack here, which includes a Yeti tumbler, a NutriBullet, Fitbit, a smartwatch, a mini camera, and a king-size fleece blanket. So very exciting, but I also wanted to share the special announcement. We've already shared this, but wanted to say as well for the top fundraiser today. So the person who has the most number of donors to their page, we're going to also include a hotel stay the night before the walk at the Intercontinental, which is right across the street from Bayfront Park. So there's still 8 hours left to participate. This goes until 12 midnight Pacific time. And I can tell you it's well within, it's reachable, that someone on this call could be one of the ones that's in the top 3 from Miami, Fort Lauderdale. So we're so excited for that. And we hope you are too. Again, join our Facebook group to see more about the prizes and the contest. Next, I just wanted to share a little bit about the pillars of our organization. I think everybody so far has shared the importance of the mission, and we thank you for that. And I just wanted to share these 4 pillars because you're going to see that throughout our walk programming. So these are the 4 pillars of Susan G. Komen, and it showcases our 360-degree approach to breast health. And first and foremost, we talk about research. Dr. Piper mentioned Susan G. Komen has invested over $1 billion in research, and the focuses are understanding and preventing metastatic disease, discovering new treatments and technologies to improve outcomes for patients, and then increasing access to participation in clinical trials. Research is what gets us closer to cures, and so that is absolutely one of the 4 pillars. Next, we have the care pillar, and with that, we talked about that a little bit already, but we are addressing gaps in access and utilization of affordable quality of care. Essentially, we want to ensure that there's no barriers to somebody out there getting the care that they need, particularly financial barriers. And that's why we have our treatment assistance program, which, as we have on a bullet point here, was adjusted throughout the pandemic, whereas before COVID-19, it was really focused on cancer-related costs specifically. It now can help with transportation, childcare, elder care, perhaps other things that are creating financial barriers to someone getting the care they need, and then providing access to screening, diagnosis, and treatment. I'm going to come back to community action. We're ensuring that the breast cancer community is front and center in all levels of public policy, whether that's in Tallahassee or Washington, D.C., ensuring that the voice of this community is heard. So we advocate for more research funding and protections for patients, educate healthcare providers, policymakers, opinion leaders on the importance of this work and empowering patients to take charge. You can be a digital advocate and learn about how you can get involved and help us make a difference in Tallahassee and DC. And then the last pillar I want to talk about is community. I saved that for last because I think this walk and us coming together today showcases community and how important that is as a pillar. And that's us providing people with opportunities to share their passion for the movement and compassion for each other. Even when we have to get together on a venue like this on Zoom, being able to connect with each other, sharing our stories, hearing from other folks that are going through a similar experience is so important. And I love being able to connect with you all personally. Supporting our survivors, caregivers, and those living with metastatic disease. And I also wanted to share as well, we have a patient navigator in the state of Florida that's in place to help connect people to the continuum of care, guiding them through and navigating them on their care journey. They don't have access to resources or don't know where to turn. They would call our helpline and then get connected to a local patient navigator to be able to help them through that. So those are our 4 pillars. Of course, if you have any questions along the way, let us know, but you're gonna see these pillars and these colors throughout the walk and throughout our walk season here. Next, I'm gonna turn it to Tia to highlight and thank our sponsors.
Yes, and a lot of our work would not be possible without amazing sponsors, amazing corporations and companies and community leaders that believe in our work at Susan G. Komen. So it was just only right as part of this kickoff, as part of this season for Miami, that we acknowledge some of those sponsors, well, all of those sponsors. We have 2 national presenting sponsors, that is Bank of America, who has signed up their team already, so exciting, and Walgreens. So we can't thank the folks at Bank of America and Walgreens enough for being a national series sponsor and national presenting sponsor. Now, locally, which is what really makes the Miami Walk happen, is the local commitment, the local support. We have 2 presenting sponsors, which we are so proud of. University of Miami Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, and also General Mills. And General Mills, actually, we know the name General Mills, but we more likely know the different brands under General Mills. So that is Box Top for Education, which I'm sure we all have cut out some of those barcodes and mailed off for funding to go to schools that we love. But now it's so much easier. I've learned through this whole process, you just scan it. They have an app, you just scan, and you don't have to cut anything anymore. And that relationship, of course, would not have been possible without our relationship with Publix, Cheerios, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So 2 presenting local sponsors is University of Miami Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center and also General Mills. Now, we also have, which I absolutely love, I love them over at Ford. They have been a part of our More Than Pink walk since it was Race for the Cure. South Florida Ford, amazing folks there. We can't thank them enough for being a local sponsor and ensuring that our Warrior in Pink tents and activities happen at the walk. So thank you so much to South Florida Ford. Miami Cancer Institute, thank you so much for being a part of our Miami 2021 More Than Pink walk. We also have DigniCap. Thank you, DigniCap, for being a part of our walk this year in Miami. We have Ryder. Thank you, Ryder, for being a part of our Miami More Than Pink walk this year. And we also have Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Inc., the Dade County Alumni Chapter. I believe they've been a part of this walk for a very long time, but I'm fairly new to Komen, so that's what I've heard, which I love. I love that sorority. Memorial Healthcare System, thank you so much for being a local sponsor. And Megit, which is a brand new sponsor. We can't thank you all enough for believing in the work that we do at Susan G. Komen and believing in us and activating not just your funds, but your employees to be part of this. So thank you. Now about the walk. Susan G. Komen's More Than Pink Walk is our commitment to take action in the fight against breast cancer by raising money to save lives. The walk is our chance to come together with others, to share our stories, our laughter, and unfortunately our tears. This compassionate community reminds us that we are not alone. We are united in our commitment to fight with this devastating disease. We're all in. Join us.
Hello, everybody. My name is Erica Henschel, and I'm one of the development managers for the state of Florida. I'm here to give you some tips and tricks for your fundraising of how to connect to Facebook, set goals, work on your fundraising center. But first, we want to take a quick poll from all of you. So put in the chat. We want to know, is this your first time participating in the More Than Pink Walk, also known as Race for the Cure? And if not, let us know how long you've been participating. We want to see who's been participating the longest and who is the newest member of the Kickoff that'll be participating this year. So let's see in the chat if we have anybody that 4 years. Anybody else? 2nd year, 17 years, 3 years. That's amazing. Well, we're so excited to reunite with you all in October. And the next question we want to ask, is this your first time serving as a team captain? And also let us know, what is your team name? We would love to see all of the different team names in the chat. Erica, 19 years for the More Than Pink Walk. That's absolutely amazing. Dorothy, we can't wait to meet with you for the first time in October. Very exciting. So yeah, let us know. Have you been a team captain before? What's your team name? If you're not a team captain, let us know, and we're happy to help set up your team and get you recruiting. Team JMF in the house, first time team, very exciting. Anybody else? Not for the first time, Haitian for the Cure, Team 4, Pines 4, that's wonderful. We'll keep putting that in the chat and we'll be sure to recognize you, and so excited to see you all in October. And for 2021, our goal is to raise $570,000 to support the breast cancer community. And I'm so excited to share that as of today, we've already raised over $230,000. So congratulations, keep going. We know we can meet this goal if we all work together. And speaking of, let's see your goals in the chat. What's your individual fundraising goal and what's your team goal? Let us know. Let's see, what you all are setting your goals for this year. Erica, $1,000, it's wonderful. 500 individual, 1,000 team, that's great. So next steps, you all are ahead of the curve, but the first step is to set a personal fundraising goal. It's always great to set a goal and make it a little bit achievable and maybe a little bit of a stretch, because people love to donate and help you meet your goal. And the best way to kick off your fundraising is to make a personal donation. This not only gets your fundraising started, but it shows your family and friends who are going to be donating that you're also invested in the cause. Next step is to connect to Facebook and do it right now. We have this wonderful contest going on with a chance to win 7 amazing prizes. And again, it's super simple. You just log into your fundraising center and click connect to Facebook and it'll post to your Facebook. We also want you to personalize your page and tell everybody your why. Why are you participating? Share your story. People love to give to a cause that they know means something to the person who's asking for donations. And last but not least, download the app. This QR code here at the bottom center of your screen. If you use your phone camera and scan it, it'll take you to your phone's app store and you can download the More Than Pink Walk app. And the great thing about the app is not only can you log donations into your fundraising center, but it's a step counter, and it's also a way for you to engage further with our mission by watching different videos that tie to our different pillars. So let's talk about customizing your personal fundraising page. Again, make sure you're updating your goal, and if you meet your goal, raise it again. And let's see if you can meet your stretch goal. Make also sure to update your photo and your story, whether it's in your pink gear or at a former More Than Pink Walk. Update your photo, update your story, tell everybody why you're fundraising. And then watch those achievement badges pile up. You'll get badges for sending emails, getting your first donation, making a self-donation, hitting different financial milestones, connecting to Facebook. And we'd love to see all of you have all of your badges by October 16th. So get in there, customize your page, and start earning some badges. And here's some fundraising tips for you. First, make clear, easy asks. So one example is, I need 15 friends to donate $15. It's super simple. Someone can say, oh, I can absolutely donate $15. And be sure to thank your donors privately and publicly, whether it's big or small, handwritten notes, thanking them on your Facebook fundraiser, sending them an email. Just make sure you're thanking your donors. And then encourage your friends to register. If you have your personal story on your fundraising page, invite them to your team. And then get creative. People love to do different activities to raise money, whether it's a sports fan challenge, game night, talent, cooking show. Be creative and come up with fun ways for people to get engaged and give money. Again, make sure you're self-donating and then ask your friends to match your donation. You're showing that you're invested in the cause, and ask them to match that donation to show that they're also dedicated to the cause. See if your company has a matching gift program. This is a wonderful way to double your donation and make an even bigger impact and see that donation thermometer go up. If you're having a birthday before October 16th, why not ask for donations for your fundraising campaign? And then if you've had any fun, creative ideas, put them in the chat. We love to share in this group. So be sure if you've done something in the past that was really successful and a lot of fun, let us know, put it in the chat so maybe someone else can use it for their own fundraiser. And as part of the More Than Pink Walk, we do have a fundraiser recognition program. For those that raise $100, you will receive a More Than Pink Walk t-shirt. And this is going to be custom for 2021. Can't get it any other year. And it'll include all of our sponsors, and it'll be specifically for this event. And if you raise $100 before September 11th, you'll be sent an early fundraiser recognition item, which is that pin, which is the first item on that flyer there. And you'll receive it before event day so you can be recognized as an early fundraiser. We also have other incentive items like camping mugs, jackets, Camelback bottles, and then we'll also have special recognition on event day for the top fundraisers, which is at $1,000.
So now let's talk about the top individual fundraisers. Fundraising is fun, but it's even more fun when you know you're on the top. So we love to recognize our top individual fundraisers, and a couple of them are actually our speakers tonight. The first is Kim V. Hurd. She raised a total of $13,017. So between Kim's family and friends, $13,017 for Team Kim Pink Steel. Now, Kim, I am not worried that you will blow that number out of the water this year.
No pressure here.
The second highest individual fundraiser is Sergio, who you will hear from a little later, in a few minutes actually. The Team Pink Key Society raised $6,815. That's a lot of money. So thank you, Sergio, and we can't wait to hear your story. Third, we have Carlos Sardi, who raised $4,647 with Team Mama Maritza's Race for the Cure. And next, we have Jessica Palmer with $4,378 with Team Besties for Breasties. Oh, I like that. And next, we have Catherine Massard Robetti, who raised $4,268 for Team Fight for Cat. Now, in addition to our top fundraisers, we also want to talk about where we're at right now. We love highlighting how well you all did last year, but let's face it, it's 2021 and our mission continues. So if you look on the screen, you'll see currently where we're at. We have the top fundraisers category, the top teams, and we also have top corporate teams. Now, I know a lot of you, as soon as we hang up today, you will make sure that those numbers change and go up to help us meet our goal of $570,000, because right now we're only 24% of that goal. We know we will get to 100%, but right now we're at 24%. Now, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, More Than Pink Walk Team Challenge. So here goes. The top 3 fundraising teams will receive recognition at the walk opening ceremonies. So on the morning of October 16th, the top 3 fundraising teams will receive recognition. The top 3 corporate fundraising teams and top 3 friends and family fundraising teams earn an opportunity to have a team name on the back of next year's shirt, the 2020 More Than Pink Walk shirt. Teams raising $3,000 or more will receive a complimentary tent, which the deadline for that will be 2 weeks before the actual event. So by the end of September, well, let's say October 1st, I'll give you an extra day. Any team that raises $3,000 or more will receive a complimentary 10 by 10 tent at the walk. Teams raising $3,000 or more will also be recognized at the walk. So we will share this information with you, but next up we have Sergio Mendoza, team captain of Pink Key Society. Sergio, take it away.
Thank you so much, Tia. I'm so happy to be here. I hope that everyone can see me. Please in the chat, let me know if you can see me. I'm here because I lost my wife, Sarah, to metastatic breast cancer in 2017, and I don't want to lose anyone else. I created a team called the Pink Key Society, and I've been fortunate enough to walk and participate in this fundraising the last 2 years, and it's been amazing. We've talked about the importance of Susan G. Komen and all of the things that it does. This is the biggest fundraising event. So a lot of what I hope to share with you is really tactically about using the tools that have been so carefully created by Susan G. Komen to help us raise money for this cause. Everybody on this call is a believer. Everyone here wants to do everything possible to support Komen. These are just a couple of the things that have helped me raise a bunch of money for Komen, and I just want to share them with you guys. The first thing that I'd recommend, and you can go to the next slide if you'd like, the first thing that I'd recommend is use the tools that Komen has provided for you. So make sure that you make it as easy as possible for people to make donations when you share them, when you ask for them. So create a great profile, connect it to Facebook, and make sure that you have that platform. I actually do a couple of things that are a little bit in addition to that. And what I do is I actually create profiles for my team, or I have a team profile that I continue year after year. And I use that as the base for communication for everything. And why that's important is because probably the most important thing that we can do is to concentrate on making this personal. Susan G. Komen is a giant organization that does things that as individuals we would never be able to do. But as a fundraiser and a team captain or a team participant, the only way that we're going to get our friends and family to care and to pay attention and to give money is if we make it personal. So I really encourage you. I know that sometimes it's not a happy experience to make it personal and to talk about the reasons why you're supporting Komen, but I do encourage you to do that. That's going to be the most successful tool that you have, is by making and sharing your personal story and your personal reason for supporting Komen, whatever that may be. And then one of the things that is necessary is to ask. You need to take that personal story and you need to ask. The world the way it is today, use social media, use Facebook, use Instagram, use TikTok, use whatever you want, use text messaging, but ask. And the goal of that ask is, 1, to share that personal story, and 2, to include ways for people to show their support. So in every single message that I do from the day that I start my team, I include a link and a request to join my team, a link and a request to donate to my team, a link and a request to follow me on Instagram, a link and a request to follow my team on Facebook in every single thing that I do. So with the first ask, include all of those things. Make it easy for somebody to click a little link and do whatever they want, whatever they can do to show their support for you. The second thing that I recommend doing is after that first ask. One of the things that we can't have is a little spike in the beginning and then everything just drops off. I encourage you to amplify any momentum that you have. When somebody makes a donation, thank them on Facebook, tag them, their friends will see them, respond to every comment. Make sure that you're taking any little momentum that you have and amplifying it and encouraging it. Every time someone donates, I write a brand new post and I thank them, I tag them, and I include, join my team, please, donate, please, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, every single time. So by the end of the fundraising period, I've actually posted dozens of times, hopefully hundreds of times, but dozens of times at least. And the last thing that I encourage you to do is make it about a team. We use this word team. Really, there's a leader who has a personal reason for it, but encourage and help people understand how important it is that they join you by following you, donating to you, or actually being team members and sharing themselves. And we had a party to thank everyone that was participating in any way that we invited everybody to. You know, it can be a potluck, it can be a virtual beer, it can be whatever you want it to be. We created swag. You know, there's some very beautiful names, very clever names. You know, I'm sure they would make something that, you know, would be a way of kind of sharing that kind of community at the team level. If you're interested in talking to me more, I am Pink Key Society. You can find me online. My phone number is 305-528-7111. I'd love to help all of you in any way that I can. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Sergio. And Pink Key Society was our top team collectively last year, and you do such a great job. And thank you for sharing some keys to success for all of us. We appreciate it. Before I'm going to go through the power of one, but just one more reminder to go ahead and drop in the chat if you did connect to Facebook. On the next slide here, we're going to try to give away the prizes, share our winners. So before we do that though, the power of one week. So our theme for the year is the power of one. We heard that on the video at the very beginning. We've seen that throughout our presentation. And I wanted to just quickly share, get you excited about that. The week leading up to the walk, we're going to have a week full of activities, whether someone's participating virtually, walking from home or in their neighborhood, or if they're with us at Bayfront Park. Throughout that week leading up, we're going to get everybody excited with lots of pink activities. We even have Komen bingo, where you might earn some points if you go outside and track your steps as a warm up, getting ready for walk day, sharing some recipes within our Facebook group. We're probably going to do some Facebook Lives, and every day is going to have a theme. So One Mission Monday, where we'll share some key things about our mission, have some of our health partners share My One Tuesday, where you share your one for why you walk, whether a survivor, thriver, so the reason that you're with us and walking. One Community Wednesday, that's where we're going to share lots of things from all of you, whether it's your favorite pink recipe, favorite, we're going to do a dance party, lots of things we have planned. We're working with our committee and our staff on. Celebrate One Thursday, that's where the dance party will be actually. And then One Friday Fun Day. You might remember last year we had everybody share their best pink outfit and chalk your walk outside. So things like that will be happening again. We're also going to have Throwback Thursday. I didn't mention that. Throwback Thursday, this is the 26th year for the Miami Fort Lauderdale More Than Pink Walk, formerly Race for the Cure. So we're going to see who's got the oldest photo from way back. So lots of fun things planned to keep everybody engaged as we get ready for walk day. Are there any questions in the chat that we haven't answered yet? Or if you do have any, feel free to drop them in. we can answer. I know we're getting close to our time here.
Sean, I did see a question that someone wanted to know, do we need to connect the Komen app first before connecting to Facebook? I believe you answered them, but just if we could share that answer with everyone else that's on tonight.
Sure. Definitely encourage you to download the app and get connected. That's where it's just a great way to be able to share out to your network. That's not required for today's challenge though. It will definitely help you get connected to Facebook, but what we talked about was just connecting your fundraiser to Facebook. And then while I'm talking about challenges, just one more plug that we still have our Power of One Day challenge going on for the individuals at the Miami Walk and nationwide who get the most number of donors. And we announced tonight that the number one person will have a one-night stay the night before the walk at the Intercontinental Hotel. And then the next slide. I think do we have our Facebook challenge winners? I think maybe what we should do is, Tia, have we gotten any winners yet?
Well, what we would like you to do now is if you can drop in the chat how your the total that you've received so far during the kickoff, and also how many individuals have donated. We will be able to verify this tomorrow, but for the sake of announcing some winners, because we want to announce some winners, we want to give away some amazing prizes. If you can drop in the chat if you received any donations during this kickoff, and from how many individuals in the top 3 will be our winners, and we'll be able to verify in the morning. So as we wait for that, Sean, I would like to just thank everyone for just taking the time out this evening. I know evenings could be rough, right? You just had a long day at work, so you want to come home and eat, and it's Wednesday too. Oh, it's hump day. So, but we thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you. I hope you come up to me with the mask on, of course, on Saturday, October 16th, and say, hi, Tia, I was on the kickoff. I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of you if you're able to come. But if you're not, we have an amazing virtual experience for you as well. I'm sure we'll have other opportunities for us to see each other face to face. But thank you so much. My contact information is on the screen. I am available via text. Dr. Piper will tell you that. I am a good texter. And Kim, yeah, I will text you all day long. But I'm available via text, call, whichever. Thank you so much, Sergio. Everyone that was on the panel sharing their amazing stories of why we do the work that we do at Susan G. Komen. Now, I do see quite a few comments in the chat, Sean. So we have, let me see here. Sergio received, I'm sorry, International Miss US United received, let me see.
Right, I see.
Well, yeah, I see Frances Garcia sounds like she is definitely a winner. One of the 3 winners from 4 individuals, 176. But it looks like we may have to probably announce these winners tomorrow morning once we verify, Sean, because I would hate to keep you guys on the phone on the call longer than we need to. But does anyone have any questions? Drop it in the chat. I know, Connie, you wanted to know, you had a little difficulty registering your Facebook fundraiser, and Erica is helping you with that. Does anyone have any other questions for us? Oh, that's a great question. Volunteering. Volunteering is easy, Francis. If, Courtney, if you can go back to the slide with my contact information. Francis, my phone number is, I needed the slide to tell you my number, Francis. My phone number is 561-805-3780. Call me anytime. Let's talk. We would love to have you. But for anyone on the call, our website is komen.org/Miami Walk. There's also a section that you can click on to volunteer. And the volunteering is broken up by the different areas and different shifts. So you can visit our website, but Francis, I would love to talk to you a little bit more to hear your story and to see if there's a specific fit that you're looking for in terms of volunteering. I do definitely appreciate you fundraising so much on just 1 hour, and I hope your team is registered and ready to go and it's growing. But give me a call tomorrow, Francis, and we can talk more. Okay.
And I saw one other question. Someone asked if there's a fee to register, and there's not. It's free to participate, and then we're here to help you with your fundraising page and help you along the way. But it is free to sign up. We'd love to have you walk with us.
And if you're a corporate team, corporate sponsor, same thing. Registration is always free. Just register. Remember to connect with your team. Once you register, it does give you the option to select your corporate team. Remember to do that, so that way any fundraising that you do will attach itself to the team that you register with. Okay. Yay, thank you for registering for the walk tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. And if there are no other questions, we will get back to the top 3 tomorrow of who the winners are. And thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.